You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
What's up, NASCAR Authentics collectors and diecast viewers on YouTube? This is Original Big Bri here. Welcome back to another Wave 8 NASCAR Authentics diecast review on my YouTube channel. And today we're reviewing another Johnson throwback from Wave 8 of NASCAR Authentics of 2018. And it is going to be on Kurt Busch's 2018 Haas Automation Darlington Throwback Ford Fusion for Stewart Haas Racing. This is another awesome throwback that we got along with the other three throwbacks from Wave 8 of NASCAR Authentics 2018. One of the coolest throwbacks that we got, especially if you guys started watching NASCAR in the 2000s like myself. This car definitely is going to ring a bell, especially for, one of the, if not at the period of time, was the closest finish in NASCAR history. But we'll probably get into that more and momentarily as we're going to go ahead and start the unboxing and the official diecast review of Kurt Busch's Haas Darlington Throwback. The iconic Sharpie Rubbermaid car. What an awesome throwback that we got for Kurt Busch, especially for any longtime Kurt Busch fans. This one is for you guys because many of you guys probably might remember this car since, 2003 was, kind of an up and down year for Kurt Busch after having a great breakout season in 2002 and eventually winning the championship in 2004. But we'll get onto this car momentarily as we're going to take things back a notch and we're going to look at the little accessory, just like the Kyle Busch car that we just recently got from NASCAR Authentics. We got the plastic hood, guys, which I can't go wrong with this. I mean, really cool. I like how they incorporated both the front and the side of the car into one little thing. I mean, usually I would be more accurate, but this is pretty cool because if it just had a gray hood with Haas, would look a little bland, but it would look a little funky because the Haas logo is like all the way up here, and I would like it centered, but that's how it is on the car. But really unique that they did that. I mean, usually not too people complain about these, so pretty nice. And we got the NASCAR Authentics logo right behind that, as I can't really talk. So yeah, really nice looking accessory. I really do love the effort that they put into these accessories, but I gotta say it with the diecast though, man. I mean, if you guys want to talk about the best throwback, probably the best effort and the most creative throwback that we got for this year, it's gotta be this one, because you guys know that Kurt Busch can't, I don't think Sharpie even sponsors NASCAR anymore. I mean, heck, I think the last time they sponsored NASCAR was probably with, I want to say McMurray, probably, yeah, McMurray when he drove the 26 Irwin Jules car, I think. That or when Dale Jr. drove that Sharpie car in the what was known as the Busch series in 2007, I believe. That was probably the last time I ever seen a Sharpie car. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the last time we saw a Sharpie car. So, of course, they had to think of something else, and I love the idea. I mean, first of all, you got the Rubbermaid logo, which, ironically, surprisingly, is Rubbermaid still around? I think they are. They make like Tupperware, I believe. I only know that because my mother has a shitload of Tupperware, so yeah, that's the same mother who, if you guys didn't saw that Ricky Snow's Jr. diecast review from a few years ago on Racing 2011's channel. Yeah, that's my same mother who ranted on Miley Cyrus, just to let you guys know. But I decided to bring that up because, we were just talking about that on Skype lately. Man, great memories. Speaking of great memories, I love how they put how they decided to use the Rubbermaid logo. Really, really accurate. And it really works well with this Haas logo. I thought it would look really weird, but it looks really nice, and they literally replicated the paint scheme. And instead of the Sharpie, the gold Sharpie that they actually used a drill, which, now I think about it, that is really cool. From a distance, it looks like a Sharpie, but man, that is so cool that they were able to do that, man. I love it when the companies do this. Heck, I don't think we've ever seen this much effort on a throwback since Carl Evans's throwback from 2016 when Aris took the Home Depot font and they put it on their car. See, I love it when companies do that because you really get down to the details of what these cars were. And heck, you could have the paint scheme or you could have the driver, but if you don't have the correct font or the correct logos, then the car ain't gonna look good at all. So really, really cool that they were able to replicate this car. But as you guys also know, this car is very well known because of that close finish that we had at the 2003 Darlington race, which was not the Southern 500. I gotta correct myself because I know some people got on to me about that. So, whoops daisy. Looks like, you know, I got a little dementia in my head. So, after all, I do got a big forehead, so I mean, it's kind of ironic. But decided to crack my balls right there because I made a little screw up. But this was not the Southern 500. It was the Dodge dealers, the Carolina Dodge dealers 400, which took place in March. So, yay! Now I know something. Thanks NASCAR. Thanks to YouTube videos. But yeah, you guys probably already know about this car because the car I'm about to show you guys. Well, do I even gotta say it? I mean, here you can literally recreate the scene right here. So, I find it ironic. I mean, heck, it was such a missed opportunity for Eric Jones to not be sponsored by Tide anymore. Or even worse, I mean, heck, Kurt Busch could have used this throwback in 2016 when Matt Kenseth had the Tide car. Because just think about that. That is so cool. And even better, guys, we actually had all three cars made in diecast form. The top three running guys. I mean, this was your top three right here for that Darlington race. So I find that pretty cool. Plus, decided to bring this car in the mix as well because this car also ran third at that race. But yeah, if you already got the Matt Kenseth car from 2016, you might as well get this so you guys can recreate that awesome, iconic photo finish that we got. I mean, this is probably not exactly correct. I mean, this is probably, a lot of people ask me about if I'm ever going to do stop motions. This is probably the best I'm going to get with stop motions right here. I mean, shoot, there. I mean, heck, I mean, probably not as good as Double E Dud or, you know, Gino Harvey. Heck, shout out to all those guys right there. I just decided I had to poke fun at myself because I'm a diecast reviewer, not a stop motion maker, but I gave it a shot. But, yeah, back to this car, guys. This is such a cool car. I mean, heck, if you guys don't get this car, I mean, it's a missed opportunity. I mean, I did love Kurt Busch's throwback from 2015, which, by the way, might as well go ahead and show you guys this right here. Here's the diecast comparison of the other Haas throwback. I believe this was the only other throwback that he ran as well because, actually, no, wait, he did ran another throwback, like last year? Can't remember what the throwback was, but I think it was like a company throwback, if I'm not mistaken, or it was a throwback to something. But it didn't end up making the diecast form, unfortunately. But still pretty cool. I still find it hilarious that there's Monster logos on this. I mean, oh man. And yet we can't have Monster 160. We can't have Monster logos on 164s. But look, Lionel did that in 2015. Man, what the hell happened? Hypocrisy at its finest. But enough of me talking about Monster. I'm probably going to need one after doing this diecast review because I got a lot of diecast reviews to film. Definitely a much more, I mean, I still love the Jason Leffler tribute / Mike Bliss tribute that he did for Stuart Haas's, Haas's first ever car. But this one definitely is so iconic, man. I mean, especially if you're a big Kurt Busch fan. Yeah, like I just mentioned, 2003 was such an up and down year for Kurt Busch. He did, I mean, well, he finished outside the top 10, I think, he finished 10th or 11th, I believe, in the standings. So, but he still got 4 wins. I think he swept Bristol, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, during that time, I think, there was one other driver did that. So, pretty cool that he was able to do that. I mean, this is when Kurt Busch was at his prime right here. This was way before he won the championship in the Cup Series. But I believe he also won the IROC championship in 2003. When that was still a thing. I mean, heck, you know you're an old school guy when you talk about IROC. I mean, heck, well, so I've been told. But, yeah, this is all I gotta say about this car, man. I mean, another great buy, another great throwback. I mean, heck, talk about a great way to start off for the throwbacks. I mean, it's disappointing that we did not get all throwback wave like we did in 2016, but this, along with the Ryan Blaney and the Kyle Busch, are probably the best 3 cars to get for Wave 8, in my opinion, along with the Color Chrome car for Brad Keselowski, Auto Trader. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say and talk about this diecast of Kurt Busch's 2018 Darlington Throwback for Stuart Haas Racing. If you guys enjoyed this review along with other NASCAR Authentics diecast reviews, then feel free to take a second and click that subscribe button and click that bell icon so you guys can stay up to date on my latest NASCAR Authentics diecast reviews and many more. But until then, guys, this is the Original Big Bri. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in another Wave 8 diecast review.